record in case you want to go ahead and get a copy of this also, is first, if you can share, introduce yourself again, say a little bit about your background, but then just a little bit about your background. I had one person go on for 20 minutes. It was great, but a little long. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, what programs did you see from what I explained? I know I explained a lot, right? That really resonated with you. And then from that, I'll take it from there and we'll talk about, what we do in terms of business development compensation and see what we're doing.
Okay. My name is Rasheida Hill again. I'm from New York. My background for the past 10 years have been education. So I was a teacher, ABA therapist, behavioral specialist, and now I'm a life coach for my own business that I've been working on for the past 14 years. And now it's up and running. So yay. And it's mainly to help people regulate their emotions and restore their happiness in life. And that's my passion. And also helping them with their transition in the world, like emerging adults and, helping them with mental health awareness and mindfulness awareness.
Cool.
And I was interested in Project Cope and career track management.
Okay. And I'm probably going to add in a couple other things.
Yeah.
Okay. That you're going to give me feedback on once I add.
Okay.
Okay. So Project Hope can be done as a standalone program. Okay. Where we can go into a school, we can offer it, we can go into a company and offer it as a mental health program, where people go ahead and they take an assessment, they get a baseline score, they do their planned acts of kindness and their karma club engagement, and then they retake the assessment at different time intervals, and that quantifiably shows how doing planned acts of kindness, not random acts, not all these other stuff, but can actually improve your health, happiness, and wellness over time.
Okay.
That's a big deal. Okay. This program was vetted by the person who sets up pharmacological trials for Johnson & Johnson and Pfizer. Okay. Absolutely loves it. So the thing is that we can make that available there, but also we have our work-life balance initiatives. Everything from our work-life, it's called Work-Life Balance Collaborative, which is a course. And then people from HR management come into the course. They learn about what programs are available for their company based on, things that they didn't even consider. All right. And then by the end of the course, after 6 weeks, they come away with what are the programs that they want to go ahead and institute for their company, including, right, custom benefit plans, including health and wellness, multiple things. And then they also, over that 6 weeks, they will have been in a team where they're actually doing the outreach, engagement, actionable steps for one of the programs. And what does that do? It helps them with their own health, happiness, but also, and I'm not talking about them implementing Project Cope, because that's not a team building program.
Okay.
This has to be one of our campaigns or causes or whatever. And it also helps the company because of the positive publicity that they get. Okay. But this is a great way to introduce people from multiple companies, how they can bring back these programs, and you get Project Cope instituted by a company that has 5,000 employees, by 500 employees, right? Our goal is not to go ahead and only do individuals. We'll never get anything done that way, I'm sorry to say, because we don't have 1 million plus people with each one helping 30 people.
Right.
We need 30 people, and each one is going to help 1 million people.
Right.
And that's the way I built these systems.
Okay.
So we want you to be the hero, okay, in that endeavor. And another aspect is you can build a team in order to do it. And then you can also share in the profitability of what that team does. So on the work-life balance collaborative course, there's a system that we have of how you're going to implement it. Okay. And it's not the course, it's the outreach and engagement with people. Okay. You're going to go ahead and say, hey, I don't know if you know, I'm working with a nonprofit, and you can do this through LinkedIn. You can do this through whatever. You don't have to know the people. That's the thing.
Okay.
We can get into places where B2B and, like I to B, individual to business, right? Can't get in because of who we are and what we do. And you say, look, I looked at your position and, I'm working with a nonprofit and we're doing market research, and we'd like to know if you got 15 minutes where you can go ahead and answer some questions, right? Share some information, right? Which will help our nonprofit, with our quality of life programs for people. And they're going to say, sure, why not? Okay. And then you're going to have a series of questions you're going to ask. You're going to have a place to record that. You're going to record them on Zoom. And then when you gather X number of people, you're going to go back to each individual and say, hey, based on what you said and what other people said, what do you think about this name for our course, right? The Work-Life Balance Collaborative. What do you think about this? What do you think about this? What do you think about, right? Is this a course that you, right, in your position for this company would want to go ahead and take? And if they say yes, say great, right? Let's set up we'll get you some information and you can get into the course. Okay. And normally we're charging this for it, right? Because this is right, the beta, the pilot version, even though we've run these programs, in other ways, right? We're going to discount it to this. Now, for doing that, and literally it takes 15 minutes to go ahead and do for each individual who wants to go ahead and do this. And then we're going to teach the course, right? You're going to be able to participate. Okay. You're going to earn up to $500 for company that comes in. Okay. Now, the thing is, the more companies that come in, obviously, the better off you are.
Right.
Okay. But it's actually a lot of money for not a lot of effort, okay, for time commitment for each one. And it's not really a hard sell, because what they learn is how they're going to go ahead and reduce their recruitment costs, reduce the time for onboarding, right? How to retain employees by providing custom benefit programs, right? And quality of life programs.
Right.
And this is what the companies are looking for, but we bundle it up so it's CSR, it's corporate social responsibility, it's HR, it's PR, and it's ROI. And we give you all the materials you need to be successful. Now, the thing is, we're also going to give you the way to team build.
Okay.
So you put together a team and they're doing the same thing, and you've gone through, you're helping train them, I'm helping train them, other people are helping train them, right? But you're managing them, you're making sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do and blah, blah, blah. You're being the leader. So instead of you doing, 10 courses, okay, you now have 30 courses being done, and you're getting a small, it's actually a fraction of a percent of what they're getting, because they're getting their full amount. You're getting something on top of that we're providing. Okay.
Right.
But the thing is, this is a way for you to double or triple your income.
Right.
So that's good. That's good. Now, that's one way, the course, which has a lot of quality of life programs in it, besides, in addition to Project Hope. Okay. It's also a way sometimes to get like projects like EQL, Education for Quality of Life, which moves planned acts of kindness into schools, done.
Okay.
Because now in the company, when we institute a volunteer program for the entire company, we've got hundreds of people who can come to bear and work on making that happen.
Mm-hmm.
And it happened because of you.
Right.
Yeah. Now, let's go another thing, because what we allow you to do is double dip. We allow you to triple dip in terms of income.
Okay.
So one of the books that we have is called 16 Things We All Can Do to Act Right and Help Save the Planet.
Mm-hmm.
You become the project manager for that book.
Okay.
Okay. But the book is a special edition on leadership or kindness, and it's all life coaches that are in the book.
Oh, nice.
Each book presents 16 problems that people face, and then 2 life coaches that say why you need to solve that problem and what you need to do to solve it. And it's got their color picture in the book. It's got their who they are, their background, bio, their web, their social media connections, and everything else. The books are expert reference books on solving particular problem. They're all 32 are going to be featured on the cover with their smaller pictures. We set up a scholarship in their name to give 500 books and materials to people in disadvantaged people in whatever community they want. So if they're from Detroit, 500 go to, this particular faith-based organization in Detroit to give out into the community. Okay. The books form the basis of One Planet, One People workshops. People get together who have the book, right? They set up a workshop for 8 to 12 weeks. It costs them nothing to do this. They then hold the workshops. They read out loud what the 2 experts say for that particular problem. They then have a discussion group about those issues.
Okay.
And over the course of 8 to 12 weeks, they can form into smaller groups to take action on a local, national, or global scale. The amount of publicity that these life coaches will get is phenomenal from this. I'm participating in something called the National Publicity Summit in September, and I'm meeting with 75 media experts, including the Today Show, Good Morning America, right? News programs, talk programs, blah, blah, blah. And right, they will get interviews from it. They will get exposure because we're going to go ahead and get sponsorship for 100,000 books with a reach of 500,000, with minimum, right from the scholarships that we offer for the book distribution, right? From the experts, 500 per times 32. You now have almost over 16,000 people attending workshops.
Right.
And what are they getting familiar with? All the life coaches.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have you go after Tony Robbins. We're going to have to go after all of these people. And we already know people that they know, like Jack Canfield, who's one of our biggest supporters. So when you say Jack Canfield, right, asked me, told our organization to get in touch, right, because of the work that you do, okay, they're going to go ahead and say yes. Okay, to learning more about it. And you can get to interview these people as part of your, involvement with our organization, where you do a 20-minute to a half an hour Zoom call where you ask them a series of questions that we have.
Okay.
What do you think?
I love that idea. It aligns with what I'm working on anyway. I'm currently in a Tony Robbins challenge right now. So I was just on it before this call, and I'm going to pop back on
now
after the
you know
call.
how expensive Tony Robbins is to get involved in the coaching program.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So instead of it costing you 25,000, okay, the thing is that when you do a book, okay, your compensation, right, might be around 20,000 from us.
Okay.
I don't know about you, right? That's not bad for, a couple of months work.
No, that's not bad at all. That would be helpful at the moment.
Okay. But the thing is, right, that there are things that you've got to go ahead and do in order to, right, They're saying it's time for me to check in. Okay, for to earn the money. So the thing is that the way that we work is we call it performance-based work. Because first of all, we don't have people coming into our office any longer because of COVID. I've got long COVID,
Right.
right? I see my doctors more than I see my family.
No.
Okay. Um,
You look healthy though. I know some people who are sick and they look sick. You look healthy. So that's
no
good.
one actually, this is one of the things that I've been able to do in my entire life. No matter how ill I am, I'm able to go ahead and do meetings and talks and things like this. When I did my national
Yeah.
newsstand magazine, and Bank of New York wanted to go ahead and do additional round of funding for us. I was sick, and I don't get sick very often, but when I get sick, it usually has to be something very severe for it to have
Yeah.
an impact on me. So I was sick for like a week leading up to the meeting, coughing every second. I got
Hmm.
into the meeting, did a 2.5 hour presentation, came out, didn't cough once during the meeting. And
Right.
afterwards, it started all again. Because in my life, I'm a firm believer that your mind controls your body.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, I can do these meetings, and then afterwards, I might not be able to do any work, or
Yeah.
any writing or any whatever. And, the headaches are 24/7. And I've had them for over a year, and now it's going on 6 months. And I'm on
Yeah.
different meds, and they switch meds, and they give me shots, and they don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
They're doing their best.
Yeah, that's what they say. Um, so I think what we need to do is, Rasheida, is have schedule another call,
Okay.
okay, if that's all right with you,
Yeah.
and then get into the weeds with what we're talking about. Get into the nitty gritty, and then I'm going to show you how it looks. And then if everything's copacetic, what we do is we issue what we call it independent contractor agreement, okay, which governs how we go ahead and work together. Okay.
Okay.
And from that, there's a lot of tax advantages, which you probably already know about being in business for yourself, which are really good. Okay. So when you get money from us, it's going to be the full amount that you get.
Right.
Okay. Which is really good. But
Right.
after a certain number of months, 6 months, we're also going to talk about putting a custom benefit package together for you, where we're contributing towards your retirement, towards your long-term care costs, right? Should you ever need them. And the programs that we put people in have 100% guarantee on safety. You never can lose principal.
Okay.
Okay. Any growth that you get from year to year goes back into your principal. So it compounds, which you don't get from a 401k, or you're a teacher if you were under a
Yes.
403b. Okay. We try to get you qualified for the maximum you can get for long-term care, chronic care, dementia, Alzheimer's, which is 10,000 a month should you need it. Okay. That's the maximum the HIPAA allows. And then when you need to pull money out, you don't want to be paying taxes on it, but your 401k, 403b, right, 457 government plan, they're all going to be taxed, and they're going to be taxed at a higher rate because
Right.
government needs money to pay for COVID and everything else, the infrastructure, everything else. So we're going to put you into programs where when you pull the money out at any age, there's no taxes, no penalties. You don't have to repay
Nice.
money. You don't have to repay the money back into your account. Okay.
Nice.
And you can have a lump sum for your retirement. Okay. And you can pull money out of your retirement as you get closer to your retirement age. And it's
Huh.
it's it's supplemental money that you didn't even put in.
Right.
Okay. And it's really cool. That's what we're offering to companies for their not only employees, but for contractors. And we also offer it for spouses and children, which 401ks are not,
Right.
you see? So,
Hmm.
um, when do you think is good for you?
I believe that I'm available Monday. Let me just check my calendar.
Nothing tomorrow,
Uh,
Friday?
no, I'm complete. Oh, wait. I am available. Are you available in the morning? It would have to be, I'm Eastern,
Yeah,
so it
so
would
am I.
have to be like 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. Come on, what's happening?
Which day?
Uh, 12 p.m. Oh, actually, I'm available. I'll say until 11:30. So how long would the call be?
You
Like
know,
45 minutes?
yeah, with us, it could be depending on how many stories we decide to tell. Okay,
Right. So we'll say 10, just to be on the
okay,
safe side. 10 a.m. is good.
10 a.m. and you want to make that tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. Do me a favor. You have my phone number for texting?
Yes. Well, I've been texting Alice. Alice.
Okay, let me put that mine in the chat. You can text me directly. So keep this number, right? Because you're going to be communicating with me directly on a lot of
Okay.
stuff, and you'll do it through text message and then phone or Zoom.
917. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So I'll reach out to you to confirm for tomorrow.
Yes.
So you have
And
my
then
number
I'll
as
add
well.
it to the calendar and away we'll go. And I'm excited.
Me too.
Because you can make a tremendous impact on people's quality of life. And again, we're not talking about, hundreds of people or thousands of people that a life coach normally is going to reach through individual sessions and stuff like this. We're talking
Yeah.
more about, building you up where you're really impacting people's quality of life. With the difference is the things that we do are actionable.
Hmm.
So we want people taking action on things where they're not just, I've been through a lot of coaching programs for different things and blah, blah, blah. And they tell you stuff, but then there's no accountability. There's no action required.
Right. Right.
And everybody gets caught up in life. Okay. But the best programs are one that are where you recognize rewarded for what you do. And there's accountability as well.
Yes.
So let's talk more tomorrow.
Perfect. Good
So,
luck with your meeting.
oh my goodness. Thanks. I'm going to right? You won't believe the side effects, right, from what they
Yes.
prescribed. So,
Oh,
okay, I'll
that's
talk to you
nice.
tomorrow. Have a good night.
Good
Thank you,
night.
Rasheida. Bye bye.